At Dave Security here once again with security news and insights for you, bringing you up to date with the latest security trends and what's going on in the world today in under 5 minutes or less. And today, the leading story for me, it has to do with the troubled and notorious Venezuelan President Nicolas Maduro. Let's get into it. Now, the U.S. has indicted Venezuelan President Nicolas Maduro for drug trafficking on Thursday, offering a $15 million reward for information leading to his arrest. So you may be wondering, why? Why offer this much money? Well, according to U.S. Attorney General William Barr, the Maduro regime is awash in corruption and criminality. While the Venezuelan people suffer, he says, this cabal lines their pockets with drug money and the proceeds of corruption. Definitely not happy with this character. The indictment against Maduro, who, and this is an important detail here, is not recognized by the US and dozens of other nations, marks the first indictment against a sitting head of state since the US issued, and this is another important detail, charges against former Panamanian strongman, and after I say his name, you will probably guess and know the fate of the Venezuelan president. So Panamanian strongman Manuel Noriega. Yes, we all remember seeing a president, a head of state, in a jumper suit and taken to custody. So very surreal sight. And this reward was offered yesterday in the midst of this whole craziness that's taking place throughout the world. Now, let's talk about some specific charges leveled against this troubled president. The U.S. is building a strong case against this infamous South American president. The charges allege that he is directly involved in a conspiracy, a conspiracy, yes, you guessed it, involving the Revolutionary Armed Forces of Colombia. Now, even if you haven't been following the events or studying the events that's going on in South America, we know that Colombia's had a lot of challenges with these, what they call, whether it be militias or cartels, whatever the name you want to call them. But Colombia's had a lot of problems with them. And what this allegation is pointing out is the connection between what's taking place in Colombia and the aid that the Venezuelan government, in this case specifically Nicolas Maduro, is providing them. And then you're going to see what this collaboration is doing. So the Attorney General estimates that there's somewhere between 200 and 250 metric tons of cocaine shipped out of Venezuela by the routes that they have established with the Colombian Revolutionary Armed Forces. That's 200 to 250 metric tons of cocaine, which amounts to about 30 million lethal doses of drugs. Now, tell me that's not something that will make your eyes pop. Just the sheer volume and number of drugs coming into the country, and specifically if it's being aided by a head of state. If the allegations are true, of course, innocent till proven guilty and all that good stuff. So what's next? What's next? You may be wondering what's next for this president. What's next for Venezuela? There's a lot going on. Obviously, Venezuela has a lot of challenges, but $15 million during a global pandemic slash economic meltdown can get a lot of people to take risky action. So even within his inner circle, Venezuela is entering their seventh straight year of economic hardship. And local doctors warn that this once wealthy country has few defenses against the famous virus that's going around causing massive destruction. So these two factors, plus the current oil price war that's taking place right underneath our nose, doesn't add up well for Mr. Nicolas Maduro. If I was his head of security, I would definitely be concerned, and I would definitely tell him, hey, you either change your ways or you're gonna have to pay. So that's it for this post. Let me know what you think. Let me know if you have any questions on this post. And as I keep looking at different topics and issues around the world, let me know which topics you want me to cover. So that's it for today. At David Security here, saying stay safe and be happy.